Hi, this is the video lesson for page 24 of your yellow book. I had started recording and I accidentally hit the stop record button and I have to redo this video. So there are already some words on the page. So I am going to kind of hold my finger awkwardly over it to not give it away immediately. So what we're doing is we're going to go ahead and take the singular noun and we need to turn it into a plural noun for this first section. So this first section is called Up the Mountain. Read the sentences and write the plural noun for each noun in the parentheses on the line. So here we have a word in the parentheses and we need to think about the ending. Do we need to add an S, ES, IES, or is it an irregular noun and we don't need to change that? Or we don't need to follow that SES, IES ending. So this next one says the first one says mountain. So the singular for mountain is mountain, but what is the plural? What is it if we're talking about more than one? We're going to say mountains. And that means because it ends with a nice N at the end, we're just going to go ahead and add an S to the end. So the tall mountains are beautiful. Mountain will be spelled exactly the same, and you write that on the line, and then you just go ahead and add the S. The next word we're looking at is man. We talked about this before. What is the plural for man? A singular is man, one man, but the plural is not mans. So the plural for man is men. So we're going to go ahead and write men on the line, and then let's read the sentence. A group of men hike to the top. Because it's not mans, men hike to the top. Oops. This next one, the singular is sheep. So if you have sheep or a farm and you're like, hey, look, there's one sheep. What is the plural for sheep? It's not sheeps, it's an irregular noun. So instead of following the S, IES, or ES ending, we are going to throw that out the window for sheep. And we need to think about what is plural for sheep. Well, the plural and singular are exactly the same. It's one sheep or 20 sheep. Either way, it's sheep, so we don't have to change the word at all, and we just get to write sheep on the line. And our sentence is, some sheep climb on rocks nearby. The next sentence, we have daisy. So here we have a word that ends with a Y. With the words that end with a Y, we don't just throw away the Y, remember? We change the Y to an I. So the first part will stay exactly the same. That D-A I-S will stay exactly the same. Then that Y turns into an I, and we add ES to make it plural, to make daisies. And our sentence then is, yellow daisies grow near the trail. All right, our last one is child. So remember, it's not childs. What would I say to the classroom? I wouldn't be like, childs, listen to me. I would say children. So the first part of child and children are exactly the same. So you're going to go ahead and start to write. Ooh, I skipped one. So we're skipping to 6, right? Child on the line. So here, and then we'll get back to this one, sorry. Child, and then so we have child here. And then we're going to add to it R-E-N, because this is an irregular noun that does not follow the rules. So we're not going to add an S or ES. It's now children. So we go from child to children. All right, to go back to number 5, because I accidentally skipped that, we're going to see this one. It says, few blank grow on the mountain top. So the one is tree. If I have more than one, I have one tree in my yard, but most of us don't have just one tree. We're going to say, oh, look at all the trees. And we need to think, do we want to add an S, ES, or IES? And let's look at the ending of tree. Well, there's 2 E's in a row. Should we add another E? No, so we're just going to add an S. So tree becomes trees. Few trees grow on the mountaintop. And that is the end for part A, and then you need to go ahead and do part B. Write 2 sentences. Write 2 sentences about what you might see from the top of a mountain. Use a plural noun in each sentence. Underline or circle the plural nouns. So if you're standing on top of a mountain, what might you see when you're looking around? and then write 2 sentences on that. You should have plenty of space to go ahead and write 2 sentences here. If you need to, in order to keep your sentences straight, I recommend maybe drawing some lines on your page in order to keep your sentences in order. All right, you guys, I hope that helps. Bye.